Welcome to Dinar Community, a possible game changer in the world of global finance. Among the many currencies that have stirred debate, speculation, and high hopes, few stand out quite like the Iraqi Dinar IQD and the Vietnamese Dong VND. For years, those invested in these currencies have been asking one key question: when will real change happen? As we move through May 2025, we are seeing growing signs that this month may not just be another point on the calendar, it could be the long-anticipated turning point in the currency world. Emerging economies are gaining traction, and Iraq and Vietnam are at the center of this momentum. What we're witnessing is more than economic movement, it's a revival of national strength, investor confidence, and financial independence. Recent shifts in government policies, increased foreign interest, and financial sector reforms indicate that we're not just looking at a temporary change, we could be entering the early stages of a much larger, long-term global financial reset. For those holding Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, or even just monitoring from the sidelines, this is a moment that demands close attention. Signs of a shift. Iraq taking control. One of the most telling developments in recent weeks comes directly from Iraq's top leadership. The Prime Minister publicly declared that Iraq is no longer under foreign pressure regarding control of its energy resources. This isn't merely a policy update, it's a declaration of economic and political self-determination. For decades, Iraq's path has been shaped by external forces, from foreign interference to the aftermath of war and sanctions. But now, Iraq is visibly reclaiming ownership of its economic direction. A major component of that sovereignty is control over its financial assets. The Prime Minister confirmed that Iraq's foreign-held reserves are untouched and fully governed by Iraqi authorities. This is a powerful move, restoring both global confidence and national pride. It's a practical demonstration that Iraq is ready to manage its own economic affairs, a crucial step toward re-establishing trust in the dinar's strength and credibility. Energy reform, a national priority. Iraq faces a massive challenge in its energy sector. The country burns over 130 million cubic meters of natural gas daily to meet its domestic needs. Despite this, it still imports 10,000 cubic meters more each day, costing the nation nearly $4 billion per year. Meanwhile, unused gas is being flared, wasting an additional $5 billion in potential annual revenue. This inefficiency totals a staggering $9 billion yearly loss. But Iraq isn't standing still. The government has launched aggressive energy sector reforms, focusing on reducing gas flaring and investing in infrastructure to reuse domestic resources more effectively. The long-term impact: reduced spending, increased revenue, and the ability to reinvest in public services like education, healthcare, and transportation. This strengthens Iraq's overall economy, and by extension, its currency. Global investors eye Iraq. While Iraq's internal reforms are impressive, it's the growing international interest that truly signals a transformational moment. Over 50 U.S. companies are already engaging with Iraq, and nations like Japan, Germany, France, and the UK are sending trade delegations and exploring economic partnerships. These moves speak volumes. Global corporations are cautious about entering post-conflict zones. Their interest reflects rising confidence in Iraq's stability and reform trajectory. The message: Iraq is no longer being dismissed. It's being recognized as a serious player. Long-term foreign investment brings not only capital but also technology, innovation, and infrastructure, laying the foundation for economic resilience and a stronger dinar. Currency policy under the spotlight. Currency watchers are now focused on Iraq's potential shift in exchange rate policy. Will Iraq stick with its US dollar peg, or explore a basket of currencies to diversify and strengthen its financial footing? Staying with the dollar offers short-term stability, but moving to a multi-currency basket, incorporating the euro, yuan, or yen, could offer more flexibility and reduce Iraq's reliance on the US financial system. Iraq's central bank has remained quiet but active. There are whispers of structural reforms underway, including a possible revaluation or full regime shift. If true, this would be a historic step, and it's drawing attention from economists, global investors, and policymakers alike. Banking evolution. Iraq's digital leap. Iraq's financial system is undergoing a technological renaissance. One of the nation's top banks recently posted record profits, increasing its capital base beyond 500 trillion dinars, a milestone that signals readiness to integrate into the global banking environment. Institutions like Rapidan Bank are leading the charge with AI-powered risk systems, biometric authentication, international payment solutions, and real-time financial tracking. These changes aren't superficial. They're laying the foundation for global trust and a stronger national currency. Modern banking is essential for attracting investors and supporting currency appreciation. Iraq's modernization is a critical step in aligning with global standards. Vietnam, the silent climber. While Iraq draws headlines, Vietnam's economic rise is equally compelling. Once an agrarian economy, Vietnam has evolved into a manufacturing powerhouse. Thanks to broad trade agreements and integration into global supply chains, Vietnam now plays a key role in producing tech, textiles, and electronics. This growth is backed by sound fiscal policies and a robust, digitally advancing banking sector. Vietnam is seen as one of the most promising emerging markets, and speculation about a revaluation of the dong is growing louder among analysts. Whispers of early exchange. In both IQD and VND circles, there's growing chatter about pre-revaluation exchange opportunities. Unconfirmed but increasingly persistent reports suggest mechanisms for early-stage liquidity events may already be forming, possibly offering select holders a chance to exchange before any official announcements. If these early exchange programs materialize, they are likely to be private and fast-moving. History shows that preparedness is everything. Those with documents in order and reliable contacts could be in a prime position to act quickly. Why this matters now. The developments we're seeing in Iraq and Vietnam are not isolated tweaks. They represent national strategies designed to reshape each country's economic future. Iraq is emerging with newfound control, a growing banking sector, and renewed global respect. Vietnam is locking in its place as a key trading partner, powered by smart reforms and strategic growth. Together, they may represent the most promising currency opportunities of our time. Whether through a formal revaluation, progressive structural changes, or exclusive early exchange windows, the direction is unmistakable. A new financial era is taking shape. So stay alert, stay informed, and above all, stay ready. That concludes today's detailed update from Iraqi Dinar Info. We're dedicated to bringing you the latest, most accurate insights about the IQD, VND, and the wider global financial shifts that could impact your future. If you found this content valuable, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Join the conversation in the comments. Are you seeing the same signals we are? Do you believe the time is near? Let's continue supporting and educating each other throughout this journey. Information is power. Preparation is key. This is Shears, signing off for now. Stay sharp, stay hopeful, and above all, stay blessed. Like and subscribe for more videos.